In every great sports story, there are heroes we admire and villains we love to despise. The NBA is no exception, consistently producing players who stir emotions, ignite debates, and divide fans like no other. Some are hated for their arrogance, others for dirty tactics, and a few for personal controversies. Love them or loathe them, they've all left an unforgettable mark on the game. Here's a look at the top 10 most hated players in NBA history and the controversies that cemented their reputations as villains. Charles Barkley was a dominant force on the court, but his off-court antics made him a lightning rod for criticism. From declaring, "I'm not a role model," in a controversial Nike ad to his infamous spitting incident, where a heckler's taunt led to a young girl getting hit instead, Barkley has had his share of public missteps. His blunt commentary and unapologetic attitude only fueled the fire, earning him both passionate fans and outspoken critics. Trash talking is part of basketball, but Kevin Garnett's verbal jabs often cross the line. Known for targeting smaller players like Jose Calderon, KG's fiery demeanor alienated fans and opponents alike. One particularly infamous moment came when he allegedly made a cruel remark about Tim Duncan's late mother, cementing his controversial reputation. Critics argue that as his skills waned, his antics grew louder, making him one of the league's most polarizing figures. When Latrell Sprewell choked Coach P.J. Carlesimo during practice, his legacy as an NBA villain was sealed. But that wasn't all. His refusal to accept a $24 million contract, famously claiming he had a family to feed, infuriated fans. Despite his undeniable talent, Sprewell's off-court decisions and infamous temper overshadowed his achievements, cementing his place on this list. Who can forget the malice at the Palace? Ron Artest's role in the infamous brawl, where he charged into the stands to attack a fan after being hit with a drink, remains one of the most shocking moments in NBA history. Though he later rebranded himself as Meta World Peace, the damage was done. His name will forever be tied to one of the darkest days in basketball. Rasheed Wallace made his mark with a record-setting number of technical fouls, constant bickering with referees, and his iconic catchphrase, "Ball don't lie." His fiery personality polarized fans. Some loved his passion, while others grew tired of his antics. Either way, Wallace left an indelible impression on the game. The Detroit Pistons' Bad Boys era wouldn't have been complete without Bill Laimbeer. Known for hard fouls and flopping like a fish, Laimbeer became public enemy number one for teams like the Chicago Bulls. His reputation as a dirty player overshadowed his skills, ensuring he'd forever be remembered as a villain. Vince Carter's electrifying dunks once made him a fan favorite, but his fallout with Toronto Raptors fans turned the tide. Accused of tanking games and demanding a trade, Carter's villain status was sealed when he hit game winners against his former team. In Canada, he went from hero to hated in record time. The decision remains one of the most criticized moments in NBA history. When LeBron James announced his move to Miami on a nationally televised special, Cleveland fans felt betrayed. Burned jerseys and destroyed memorabilia became symbols of their anger. Though his legacy has recovered, this chapter remains a blemish on his career. A defensive maestro or a master of dirty tricks. For many, Bruce Bowen was both. His habit of sliding his foot under airborne players and dishing out sneaky, cheap shots made him despised by opponents and fans alike. While his defense was elite, his reputation for borderline dirty play earned him lasting infamy. Finally, Kobe Bryant's brilliance on the court couldn't shield him from controversy. Known for his arrogant demeanor and accusations of selfishness, he was already a polarizing figure. The 2003 sexual assault case, though eventually dropped, made him a target for relentless taunts, especially in Denver. Love him or hate him, Kobe's legacy as an NBA villain is as enduring as his greatness. Hate is a strong word, but in the NBA, it's often a badge of honor. These players prove that being disliked isn't always bad. It's often a sign of greatness. After all, the loudest boos are reserved for those who matter most.
If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you.